What's up, guys? Man, back with Getting Right with Scott. A lot going on right now. Ukraine's getting invaded by Russia. Russia just put two nuclear bombers down in Venezuela. China's over there messing with Taiwan. I don't know what's going to happen. Who knows? But I do know that you got to be prepared. Now, you don't have to be a right wing knucklehead, I guess, but you should have some food on hand. You should have a means of power, a means of water, at least a means of water filtration. You should have a network of people who you can rely on for resources and be expected to be relied on. Um, Maybe have a plan of what you're going to do. How do you get out of the city? How do you want to get out of your city? Don't know. Sometimes the resources are there. Are you going to do like everybody else and run to the mountains because that's where all the deer are? Don't know. Is it a good idea? Is it a bad idea? What are you willing to do if this country goes to war on our land for the first time in 200 years? Don't know. It's going to be a big thing. You got to answer all those questions and you got to be able to answer them honestly, legitimately. You have to be able to say, hey, I'm willing to relocate away from a town that has 6 military bases, like San Diego. Whoop, whoop. You have to be willing to say where I'm willing to go. How will I get there? You know, let's just say you were in San Diego. Are you going to take Highway 8 all the way to Arizona? Are you going to do that in the middle of the desert? I'm sorry, in the middle of the summer? Are you going to be able to do that? How many other people are doing the same thing? Would it be smarter to go to another country? Mexico, Canada? Who knows? What resources, what planning, what thoughts have you had? Are you just going to sit there and wait for a bomb to drop and hope for the best? Will they use bombs? Or is it going to be a purely cyber attack where they infiltrate your infrastructure, power grids, water plants, stuff like that? Where are we going to get food? Was COVID, knocking out a few 100,000 people, 1 million people? I don't know how many people died in COVID, but was that a precursor to this? What's next? Um, those are all the questions you have to ask, and talk about getting right with yourself, get right with God, get right with your neighbor, find out who you can trust and who you can't, and keep that right here. Because if you can't trust them now, you definitely won't be able to trust them when scarcity happens. Now, I don't know all the answers. I know what my plans are, and I know what my plans, how they're going to affect me and my family, And then you have to ask, do you bring your resources with you? All my friends out there that are hunters and gatherers and builders and teachers and doctors and other people, do you bring them with you to help you out wherever you're going? Say, hey, guys, let's get on down to so and so. There's a lake, there's other resources down there. What can we do? Is it a good idea? Now, personally, I live really close to a army base. I live really close to a mountain army base or Air Force base. I live really close to another Air Force base, literally 2 miles away from me, while the army base is also 2 miles to the other direction of me. I live next to a military base about 70 miles away from me, and a couple Air Force places locally that fly drones and other things around the world that we're not allowed to talk about, obviously. Period. So I live in what I consider to be a highly targeted area. Am I going to stay here if we break out into World War III? I don't know. I don't know. The only way they're going to get to me is by missile, but that's highly possible. And if they go to hit the center of town with a nuke, let's just say, everything in my area is going to be toast. Do I want to be here? Not likely. So I'll evolve my plans around whatever that looks like. But you should do the same thing. Don't wait till it's too late. I'm not a doomsdayer, but I'm a realistic individual. Hopefully that will, you know, shed some light on what you have planned and get your stuff together. Get ready, because right now is the time to make those decisions. You either do it for yourself now or panic when it happens. But so will a lot of other people. Take it easy. Hope you guys have a great day.